connection, love, unity. These things I never heard of before. I mean, I heard of connection when it came to women. A man and a woman. I want to say I want a connection. I want to take, they would always say this. There would be times where I was very dense. So I don't know what you're talking about. I don't feel it. No, that's not it. I got stories. Trying to reach a connection with others, and obviously particularly with women. So I got stories on rejection. And the place I'm in, say, in Decatur, Georgia, you know, there are gentle ways you can reject somebody, and then there's just some intent to kill ways to reject somebody. I've had a lot of those rejections with the intent to kill. It's fair to say that if you have to learn something with your life at stake, you're going to be much more alert. The eyes are going to be open like, oh my goodness. We trying to connect. Is that what you waking up? Y'all getting up too far? It's laughable. It's absurd. It's laughable. But that's why you have to respect it. I mean, you can't. You just can't. Like you can't. You can't even. You can't touch it. You can't. What person gonna be like, yo, man, I'm against you guys trying to make peace at a time of the day where nobody cares, at a time of the day where everybody's asleep, and that deep. Nobody makes the mind don't make plans during that time. The mind is shut down. And they say, no, man, now's the time that we're gonna use our mind, not to figure out how to get $1 billion, but how to be a better lover, how to master it. I don't even tell people. I don't tell anybody. I study Kabbalah around here. in, let's just say Atlanta, Georgia, Lithonia, Georgia, however the city is composed of. I'd just say Georgia. I'd say really, I mean, in America. Other than in Israel, is where I may can get away with telling that to the person on the street, to the common man on the street, to the common person on the street. I have better things to do than come off as being some, I would say, crazy person. Although based on appearance, it's not uncommon for me to get that label. Talking is the only thing that is going to allow anybody to relate to me or understand me. You can't sell somebody something like that. Hey man, like what? Because it's the man that meets at this time every day. Women are not obligated for obvious reasons, putting them on any kind of time schedule. Because they have bodies that they have to respond to. It's typically like babies and things of that nature. Can't be, on some kind of reactionary basis. Like, I gotta go, your baby crying, No, but they probably even anyway. So it's the man who's meeting. I could make all kind of jokes on what would motivate me to meet guys. Like I could say if there was a stripper there, if there was a woman there or something. But no women, just men. Man, talking. I'm reluctant to move from this point. I'm reluctant. This is known. Now I know they do this from what I've heard. Like I say, I heard. I ain't seen it with my own eyes. I wasn't invited to the party. In certain Orthodox Jewish communities, they too have a rav, a rabbi, and I also heard that they do meet at these synagogues and hold lessons and study um, at these times of day. And they may, I'm pretty sure, like I've been to Israel a lot. I've been up in the neighborhoods in the Bnei Baruch, not Bnei Baruch, which I'm talking about, but just I've been in the I walk the streets. They don't mind somebody. Technically, it's a free country. They have a real closed knit environment, so I'm pretty sure that the things that I'm describing may not be too uncommon for people who grew up in the Orthodox religious Hasidic. You know, everybody wearing black and white. Such people I didn't even know existed until later in my life. I say there's a group of people who wear these black and white outfits. You know, you were thinking some movie character or something, but talking about Orthodox Jews. There's a lot in New York and obviously in Israel. And I've lived in both places. And just being around them, observing them, studying them. What do they? I see they have a certain functionality to their communities, especially in New York. They're doing some. You know what's going on. How they're doing it is the mystery, but what they're doing, they got whole blocks, so they got whole. You have to be in New York to understand the significance of what it is. Like they really got a whole city to themselves. In New York, where your group, the group that you belong to, owns property, your group is functioning on a higher level. They are above money. I didn't even know such a thing was possible. I never not enjoyed. You don't see what group is controlling the houses that they live in. We ain't gotta go on that track because it gets into some very big discernments. My neighbors are they're like, what's it called? Just random. It could be anybody. I have no Jewish neighbors to say this. So in Jewish communities, this stuff may not even be a big deal. Yeah, we got this and this and that and da 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 da. We meet, we do this, we have meals and holidays. Okay. One thing for sure is that they're not open to the public. It's private. And for somebody who wasn't born in that group, I don't know a way to join that group. If it's just something to do with the body, then like I said, it's just what good is it to anybody? If your body was born in it or it wasn't. It ain't got nothing to do with a person who's making decisions. What do I want to do in life? What do I want to be in life? What do I want to be part of in life? If it's already been established from the time that you were born, then okay, ain't nothing to think about. So I heard all kind of stories that yeah, these groups are doing this and that. But one, like I say, even if they were doing it and they just allowed for the people to see as an example to how others can behave, it would be like a lighthouse to the rest of the world. So this group, the Bnei Baruch, you know, it started from these groups. I'd say at a time where it was just them, and then as time progressed, they said, okay, we're going to open it up to, and that's like coming out, that's like, say, coming out of the closet, coming out of the It's comfort zone and share now. Because you know, with the families, you could open your heart to your family. But for the public, you know, you got people trying to throw dirt on you and trying to just attack you from all angles. So that's a big step forward. And this group Bnei Baruch is to do all these things on a global level, appealing to anybody, secular, religious backgrounds. It don't matter where you come from. You can be a part of this group. You can be included if a person wants to experience what it feels like to be connected to what I would call a correct group or a complete group. As a person will obviously say, well, what benefit does it have? And this is where the one things where you have to experience and to see how it feels to be connected to a living body. Basically, I just say any other is dead. It's dead. Does the head of that group love you? Do you know he? Do you know? Do you know? Do you feel it? Does he show it? Does he tell you? How you know? Your mind can make all this kind of, whatever. That's why I say it gets to, we gotta leave the children here, and for those mature adults who know what it feels like to be in a loving relationship, know they want to hear those words, I love you. Not on some cliche stuff. You ain't gotta say I love you, but it needs to be expressed. And that's another thing when it comes to practicing love is that it's unending. What was good today ain't gonna be good tomorrow. You come with a joke or you come with something that your lover was impressed with. Try to do that same thing again to see if he gets the same. It'll have the opposite effect. You can't be reactionary in a loving relationship. You have to be responsive. Responding to their deficiencies, to their needs, to their lacks. Maybe she needs a compliment today, a compliment tomorrow, but not on the same thing. You know? But the best thing that you can give her is an open heart. Is to have your heart always open. And to always be cool. You may be in a bad mood, but you're not going to release that fire out on her. You know, she needs to feel like it's safe around you. You cool, like you cool to touch. That you're not trying to shame her. You're not trying to blame her. You're not trying to cause her any pain. Be her sun. Sun shines every day. He ain't gonna come knock on your door and ask you to come outside. If you wanna come outside, that's on the individual. Sun did his part by shining.